Hey everybody, it's Hollywood here. Welcome to another episode of Underfunded. If this is your first time joining the channel, hope you enjoy, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. If you're a returning person that watches this constantly, you'll notice on the last episode Dad took a gnarly ride. So we're in the shop today. As you can see, my car's out there getting, well, it's pretty much done washed, but we'll take the body panels off. And then inside the shop, we're fixing Dad's front end because it took a pretty good beating. But anyway, stay tuned and we'll show you the process of that. Alrighty, so as you can see, our drag link here, I've already started disassembling this a little bit and I forgot I wanted to film it. So I stopped where I was at. As you can see, this drag link here is supposed to be straight and it's bent. Dad seemed to think it got into his headers. Yeah, it did right here. It's pretty flat right there. And so I don't know, those will probably be all right. It don't look like it pinched it too bad. But the drag link's done. As you can see, looking over here, the axle's not straight anymore. Pretty good kink in it. But the one thing I don't understand is them radius rods are still straight. So that's pretty cool. And this radius rod's straight too, so we won't have to adjust nothing. We'll be able to hook the new axle straight up to it. But front axle's done. I think a shock's done, and the tie rod's done. Well, the tie rod's not horrible, but anyway, we'll walk over here real quick. Got a couple rear ends and front ends up here. This will probably be the one we're putting on. I also have one of these for when we run non-wing, but I don't know if Dad wants to run that new one or not. But anyway, stay tuned and we'll take you through the process. Alrighty, so we're gonna pull this radius rod off here. It's gonna get loud. It's really nice because it's all 3/4 inch bolts and nuts. And there's two on this side. Set that thing, actually I'll lean that up here. Go down to this bottom one. This one's being stubborn. That one drops. Now it's time to take the shock off. Keep the spacers on there where they go. And we'll put this back in the tower. Okay, so that's the radius rods on here. The only thing left we got to do is take these off on both sides. And that'll be a 9/16 socket and a 9/16 wrench. And then this front end will be ready to pull out. Alrighty, so we're gonna take these torsion bars off. Oh, make sure I go the right way. And those are sliding off fairly easy. Then while we got these out, obviously we're going to service them. So that's a good thing. And this one's being stubborn. But it won't be as soon as we service it. Okay. Put that back on there. We'll go ahead and pull this out. So here's what I was talking about with the clocking. See how it's not just going back? It's got some grit in there. And then look at that. Look at all the nasty in there. This one ain't been serviced in a while. So we're gonna get that serviced. He ain't gonna know what to do with himself. Set you back down here. Pull that out. Ew. Oh my goodness. Dad, you're fired. Just kidding. You'll probably fire me. Anyway, so. Alrighty, so usually on this side you got a big brake rotor. You'll see that on the other one over there. So you always pull these things out to the left side because that ain't gonna have a brake on there. And then as I'm looking at this, I still got one more bolt to take out that I didn't. I got ahead of myself. Let me take that out real quick. I took that out, and now it's going to be a pain. Wow. Alrighty, so there it is. I didn't show it because I had to coax it, and I didn't want to show you how I coaxed it. But anyway, we're going to be pulling this out. So what we're going to do is we're bringing it on this side because we're going to make shift that there's a rotor on this side, like they usually are. And we're going to lift this up. Try not to ding the radiator, of course. These older front ends are really heavy. There's the new light stuff. So it could be a two-guy job. All right, so new front end's going in. This one's not as heavy, but it's not light either. Oh, I love these old chassis. Got more room on the new stuff. Set that in there like so. And then off there. Rotate that up. Like I said, this stuff ain't bent up, so you'll be able to and it's kind of a pain with one person. And my camera person's busy, so she can't help me. As soon as I get started, it should be okay. Being a pain. Anyway, we'll look at that when we get everything else put in there. But just to hold it in the spot, it needs to be in. So we'll slide that radius rod in there. Front ends usually don't take that long. Pretty easy. Do. And of course, sometimes they like to be a pain. We'll go to the other side. Now, one thing you guys aren't seeing on here is all of these need to have washers on them, and they don't. So we're gonna be probably pulling piece by piece off. When we go, I'll go get some washers at TCB Speed South. And we'll do it right, but for the sake of this video, we're just gonna build it. Okay, so radius rods are hooked up and front end's in. Yeah. Goodness gracious. I'm gonna burn through some rags on this. All right, that problem fixed. All right, so as you can see, grease we're using is red. Not black. Black needs to be redone. Some in there. Some in there. Okay. There's another thing we're probably gonna have to fix too, because we got grease in there, and might have to get some new caps for chaining them over a bushel, because that's not good. See how it's staying up right here and not just falling? It might change when we put weight on it, but we shall see. I'm gonna go ahead and set this 3 inches on the block height. Make sure that's all the way down. Of course. That'll work for me. I'll be happy with that. Okay, so you can kind of see this gap right here. You see that gap in there? So that's leading me to believe we need a new one of these, but just for, again, the sanctity of this video, we're gonna just put it together and go with it for now, but we'll probably be pulling it back out. Get our 9/16 out. down. And then obviously, we'll be going to the other side. And then I ain't gonna show that to save some time on video because we still gotta do some work on my car. But anyway, stay tuned. Alrighty, so here at the shop, we're at a standstill on Dad's car. As you can see here, most of it's put in and everything like that. Obviously, we gotta add washers, but the torsion bars are set and greased, so that's good. His tie rod here, if it'll fit on this new front end, it actually looks pretty damn straight. So we'll go ahead and use that if it fits. We're at a standstill because I don't have an Allen head that's big enough to fit that, and I think Dad does, so I gotta wait till he gets home. But anyway, so those will go on that front end. So while we're waiting in a holding pattern, I'm gonna go ahead and jump on my car here. We just got it washed, it's drying off still currently. I got a bumper here that got smushed in. No, I wasn't beating the back door off nobody. That was a little 4-cylinder, whatever you call it, down at Hendry County. A guy going the wrong way and paying attention to girls instead of where he was driving. I don't blame him, but at the same time, that's a expense I really didn't want to spend. So it is what it is. We're gonna replace it anyway. But stay tuned. I got some more stuff wrong with my car that happened during practice that we're gonna fix also.